How to close it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're going to be watching the Queen Amina Show live from this afternoon in Canada. It is such a blessed day. It's Thanksgiving, and we have a lot of things to be thankful for. There's so many things that are happening around the world, but we are here live and direct. We are smiling, we have food, we have roof over our heads. There's just so much to be thankful for. And I decided to come on live today just to give our audience opportunity to say what they're thankful for. Just whatever you're thankful for. Even if there's something that you're not thankful for and you would like to share, please share and hopefully we'll pray for you. Are we doing church here right now? No. But everything possible is a light. And we just want to use this opportunity to throw light on positivity, something great that would empower and encourage another person. So you can send us a chat if you're on YouTube or Facebook, or you can DM me on WhatsApp and our team will respond to you. If you want to come on the show live, there's a link that we would privately send to you, and you'll be able to be live with us to tell us what you're being thankful for. And also, if you've not subscribed to the Queen Amina Show, please do, because we're going to be bringing up interesting brand new shows once a week from now on. It's a promise, and I'll keep to it. I promise. So, I have a lot of guests with me today. Some I'm working directly with and some I'm working indirectly with. So, let me bring everyone up on the show. And we will get this show started. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I think I can hear two people. Mr. Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Awesome. All right. Welcome to the
Can
Queen
you hear
Amina
me?
Show. And we are just here just to chat about what to be thankful for. Um, I am very thankful that I'm alive. The rumors of wars everywhere, the people being in the hospital sick, children, some are not doing well, mothers, fathers, you name it, it's happening. But we are here, we're excited, we're happy, we have roof over our head. I want us to just take a moment to encourage somebody with what are you thankful for? So who wants to get us started? Go ahead,
I
Miriam.
the Babu Mariam, right?
Oh,
You
I
know
know.
what?
You're never lost of words, so please take
Oh,
the floor.
festival, holiday, sparkling with love, laughter, and the magic of gratitude. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, because if we don't say thanks to God, we are nothing. God come first, then our community, with open heart and the joyful of spirit of the Thanksgiving, wrapping up us in a warm, like to give each other hug, to share each other food and the turkey, right? So I enjoyed it last night and today too.
Thank you so much, Miriam. I am going to landscape Mr. OJ. What are we thankful for?
Hello, everyone, and I say happy Thanksgiving. I believe you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, for every living soul, we have opportunity to say thank you, Lord. The breath in our nostril does not belong to us. That we sleep and we wake up is a miracle on its own. So we should say thank you. It's not everybody that slept yesterday is able to see today. So we have every reason to be thankful. You know, uh, as an individual, it's not only on Thanksgiving Day like this. I say thank you almost 40 times every day, if not more, because I appreciate God for the gift of life and everything that He has given unto me. So I encourage everyone to be thankful all the time. All the time. Thank you.
There are more things that I think you have to be thankful for. Would you like to share right now, or you would like to share that later?
Maybe later. Okay.
Awesome. So, Mr. Chris Alexander, the Vice President and the COO of WIDA Festival, Zealand Creative Academy, here in Windsor, Ontario. What are you thankful for?
Well, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm thankful for life, health, strength, peace, family. I'm thankful to be living in a country here that we can say that there's a peaceful environment, knowing what's happening across the globe right now. I also want to encourage everyone to be thankful for what we have. We think a lot about what we don't have, and we spend most of the time thinking about what we should have. But God has blessed us. And I am thankful that we can be here today, that we can share with everyone. And hopefully, I'll be able to share some more with you later on. But for now, thank you and thanks for being here.
Thank you guys so much. One of the things that we're going to be having a discussion, so please don't keep quiet. This is important. It would help somebody. I was talking to a lady yesterday, yesterday after service, and she was telling me that, oh, she just came to Canada and nothing is happening. And I was saying to her, I said, really, your being in Canada is somebody else's testimony. And when you would confess that nothing is happening, then nothing is going to happen for you. So the things that we speak, is it something that we should be mindful of? Or it's okay just to say how you feel all the time? Who wants to go first?
I would say words are powerful, always powerful. And you're right, the things that we say manifest itself. So we have to speak it. And sometimes you don't see things happening. We say nothing is happening. Something is happening. The fact that that person is in Canada, something has happened. They're here.
That's
And
right.
what we have to do is basically take advantage of our situation, of our circumstances. Now, we have to make it happen. I was speaking to someone recently about faith. And in fact, I read something about faith, and I just started to explain to them what I read about faith. And I think, Queen, I mentioned that to you once, and this is not mine from the beginning, but I remember asking you once, like, if you're driving from Windsor to Toronto, you remember that conversation?
Yeah.
I said, there's about 10 to 15 to 30 feet ahead of you that you see the lights.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, you just have to continue driving. You drive in the dark and you continue to drive, and the way would open up for you. And what we have to start doing in our lives is when we don't see things happening, we have to just take a step forward and move in the direction that we want to go. And it will manifest itself as long as we have faith, as long as we believe and we're doing it the right way with the right attitude. Just continue to do that. And I just want to share that with you to say that's how I would want to answer that.
You know, just what you're saying about just trusting and keep on going, that period of trusting and keeping on going until that thing manifests is the most challenging part. How can somebody wait in that period of, you know, you're supposed to be thankful of what you haven't seen, hoping that that thing is going to come, but it's truly, humanly speaking, difficult. What are some of the things that people can do while they are waiting to see that manifest? Thank you, all those guys that are just joining us. Please reshare the broadcast, invite somebody to come join us, and leave us a comment if you want to, contribute to the conversation. We'll pick it up. Thank you, guys. And subscribe to the channel. Go ahead. Who wants to respond to that? What
Yeah, I
advice?
will want to say something here.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, of course, we are not doing church, but uh, there is a book, the holy book, that says, "For as many that join with the living, there is hope." So when
Mhm.
you wake up every morning and you see a brand new day, that means you have hope. So you have to keep that hope alive. If God has created you, has not given up on you, by still giving you that life, then you don't have to give up on yourself. You still have hope. So you keep hope alive and you live by day. Secondly, you don't just confess, you confess positively. Because just like Chris said, there is power in our tongue. Whatever you say will surely come to pass. I have so many experiences. So don't just say anything for saying sake. You have to be positive in what you are saying. Believe you me, whether you like it or not, it's going to come to pass. So, two things I've said: you keep hope alive, and you say something positive. And I'm telling you, things will fall. eh, Just like I said, lines will fall into pleasant places. You begin to see what you have said. Thank you.
What if people continue to confess? Because I've heard that before, where people continue to speak positively for 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they don't see anything. What is wrong with that one? Meanwhile, some other people, they will just confess something and they begin to see it everywhere. And before you know it, that thing happens. What is the one person doing differently from the other?
Let me tell you the difference. When you say positive words, then you just don't say it, you have to work towards it. Okay?
Ah.
You just don't say it and you sit down at home. For example, you are looking for a job, okay? And you tell yourself before the month runs out, you keep your hope alive. You tell yourself before the end of the month, you are going to get a job. But you still sit down at home. You are now no resume. You are now sending out your resume. You are not moving out. You are not spreading your resume. Nothing will happen. Okay? So it's a two-way thing. When you say something positive, then you must believe that that thing or those things you have said will happen.
Mhm.
So you have to move out with faith and believe to work towards what you have said. And I'm telling you sincerely, you will see results, positive results.
There are things when sometimes people would say, "Oh, I've been believing for this thing for so long, and this person just came and they just believed for it and it happened." And I tell them, I said, the energy that the other person is passionately putting into that thing, maybe you are not putting the same energy. Just to buttress what Mr. OJ said, you can't be wanting something and not stretch your hand out to reach out to receive that thing. I read a story of a young Ghanaian boy that was selling, um, they call it agidi in Nigerian language. Do you know what I'm saying, Mr. OJ?
I do.
Yeah, they put it in green banana leaf, fold it and cook it. So he puts it on a tray and goes around the city selling, like hawking it on the street daily. But the difference between him and other hawkers is he would dress up in a white shirt, a black tie, and a black pant and a suit, hawking that thing on the street.
I think
His
I know that story.
Thank you, sir. His mindset is he wants to become a CEO of a company that produces and prepackage this particular product and franchise it out to other people that will now be hawking these things on the street. Mr. OJ, if you watch that video to the end of that video, he actually owns a factory now in Ghana. When he was going on the street According to the video, he said that people were laughing at him that this thing that you are selling, kobo kobo, is what you are shooting. Are you crazy? He said yes, that he is so crazy to own a company that will hire you someday. Those were his response, you know. So, and finally, he owns an organization, a company that is actually hiring these same people that were laughing at him on the street. So I'm saying that to say there is a particular passion in you that you would put towards something to give you that thing that you would become thankful for. So when people are saying, I am thankful for this, you also will be able to say that. Give an example of Wida Festival. We're putting a short documentary about the festival together now, and we were going through some of the pictures a few days ago, and I was looking at the pictures where it all started. Three or two of you worked with us. It was an idea. It came as an idea. I shared first with Miriam, and Miriam, you know what we we spoke about. 2 years later, it became possible, became a reality. It didn't go as well as we had anticipated because of the natural disaster that happened in between, but it was a seed that was finally sown, something that seemed impossible, right? So passion and strength and, the willingness to not give up, staying true to what you believe in, brings that. And Mr. OJ, you have a lot of story about that concerning your brand new store that is coming. We're going to be doing a documentary about him too, and a lot of people will be encouraged listening to his story. He's going to share a little bit of that with us today. Miriam, what are your thoughts? Let's share. Chris, anybody can pick up. Don't let Queen keep
I
talking because I keep going.
Hey, me and you, we are like been sewn in the same cloth, baby. So I give you first of all, I just want to say thank you very much, Queen. My Queen Amina, my she's like my twin, my sister from another mother, right? We went together to Tanzania, and I'm looking forward to travel the world with her and change many lives. And people
Yes,
come to our events. We are not going to stop there. So the only thing I said, positive energy attract positive things.
that's
And
right.
you know what? When you have an issue, why you prolong to sit down? What are you gonna do about it? What is gonna something good? Because you have to look back in your life, what inspire you to change that attitude. Because if you don't look back and you think everything is negative, then you are not gonna wake up. But
Mhm.
I know every individual who live and breathe today, we say thanks God. Like today, it's Thanksgiving, but every day we have to say thanks to God, because you know what? When you wake up in the morning, you appreciate that when you wake up. There's some people they don't wake up,
That's right.
right? We wake up, our children have food over their table, roof over your head. So, and then you got a smile. Some people, they do not smile. So every day you see somebody, me and Queen Amina, we are in Tanzania, in the village. The children, they were so happy, laughing, joking, and they have nothing. They have no even roof over their head, right? And us, here in North America, we're supposed to think our continent of Africa, the motherland. What are we gonna do? That's why we're doing all these Wida Fest, the Swahili Festival, all these events we are doing across is just to feel at home, and we carry Africa within us, right?
That's right.
And appreciate, and let us be the carry of the positive energy. You know, it is contagious. And then when you give another person, that person, you mend up their day. I always appreciate and say, you know what, we need Miriam here. So that it give me a pleasure in my heart that somebody somewhere making a prayer for me too, right? So one thing I know, have your faith and always remember it will get better. Just wake up and shake it out,
That's
right? And keep going. Positive energy attract positive things. If you see somebody is negative, wake them up from their sleep. Means they are sleeping. You need no's to get to your yes. You need that negative to make you stronger. So don't let it, keep you down. No way. So I'm
awesome.
55.
Awesome.
and I
Yeah,
feel good.
I would
And
I
thank
would
you so
say
much.
something. I want to respond to a question Queen just asked about when you see someone getting some sort of success and you've been asking for it for a period of time and you wanted they just started and then they got it and you didn't get it. We don't know if they just started.
Mm,
I
that's
could tell you something. We see people and we say it's an overnight success. It could be 40 years, 20 years, 30 years.
right. That's
What
right.
we see, we think is overnight, but they have been toiling for a long time and we do not know what their journey is. So don't focus your journey on what you see someone else is doing or what someone else have accomplished.
Mm,
Keep focus. There's an old saying that the darkest hour of the night is closer to the daylight. It means that you toil for an extended period of time, and then eventually, when you think it's over, a lot of people give up at that point in time because they think they have done so much and so long. But remember this: if you plant 5 seeds, every tree that comes out of the seed doesn't come up at the same time, at the same speed, doesn't bear fruits the same time. They all will eventually, but everyone have different circumstances. The soil might be really, good in one place. It might be harder in another place. You might be in a different circumstances. But just remember that you have to focus on what you want to do. Continue to focus on what you are actually doing, and don't look around because somebody else is. You might see a lot of time it happens. We look at other people and say, "Oh, I wish I was, or I could have accomplished what this person, or I had what this person had." And this person is looking around saying, "I wish I had what you had." Not really understanding that everybody's looking around to see what the other person has, when you should be focusing on what you want to accomplish and stay with it. So don't, whenever you ask for certain things and you realize it's not coming when it's supposed to come, or when you think it's supposed to come, because it may not be your time to get it at that point in time. But just stick with it and stay focused. Forget anybody else and everybody else, and just continue to focus on what you're actually hoping to do.
yeah, I can relate with that. Sometimes when, just to add to what Chris is talking about, when we say I want to be like somebody, are you ready to take on everything that that person is like, including the bad, the good, the ugly? So we need to be really careful saying, I want to be like Oprah. Do you want to take on everything that Oprah is taking on? Can you handle it? I want to be as rich as Rockefeller. Everything he went through to become rich. Are you ready to take on that? Tyler Perry. Are you ready? Tyler Perry started by from a very humble beginning to where he is now. So you want to be like Tyler Perry on the rich side where he has money now, or the through all the journey before he got there. So I learned very quickly never to compare myself to anybody else, because like Chris said, you don't know the journey, how long the journey has been for them, right? So next question that I have for you guys is, in today, Thanksgiving has become mostly more of a ritual thing. Know how people quickly just come say, "Oh, I'm thankful," but did you mean it? Like we tell everybody now, honey, we call everybody, "I love you," and then they respond, "I love you too." How can people genuinely begin to show how thankful they are? Is it just by saying it by words? I rather see somebody acting thankfully. And what I mean by that is, if you are thankful, you will always be doing something that shows that you're thankful, like giving back to people, giving back to the society. That is an attitude of gratitude. Most of the people that give back a lot is not because they have enough. They're giving out of the little that they have because they are thankful for that little. What do you guys have to say about that?
I want to just do one thing with you here, and do it with me. I want you to touch your chin. Everybody, come on, Miriam. All right. Put your hands down now. What did I ask you to touch?
Oh, we saw you. That's a good one. You said to touch the chin, not the forehead.
Right. So there's a saying that I
That's a good
can't
one.
hear what you're saying because your action is speaking too loud.
That's right.
We follow people not by what they say, but their actions.
Mm,
Really and truly. Because I said touch your chin and you saw me touch my chin. So I wasn't really touching my chin, I was just touching my forehead.
mhm.
And we follow that. I know it's easy to do that. So that's why actions is really critical. It's not what we say. So you may say, I love you, or Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Really and truly, but this is what I should be doing. So the key behind it is your actions. What you actually do is what actually matters. And that's what lasts. So integrity is what you're doing when nobody else is watching.
That's right.
Is a key, because if we do it only when people are seeing us, then really and truly you don't know if that person is really doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's if they continue to do that when nobody's looking at them in the dark, when they're going through a challenging time, but they do the same thing over and over again, you know for sure that's who you can trust.
Mm, mm. What are your thoughts, Mr. Oji and Miriam?
Is Mr. OJ gonna go first or should I?
Yeah, yeah. One thing I've learned over a period of time, most especially here in Canada, honestly, is a different ball game from where we're coming from in Africa. I don't know. They are very, very appreciative here. Very, very appreciative. Every little thing, they will say thank you. Like you enter a bus, you are getting us out of the bus, the driver will say thank you. You are the one that's supposed to say thank you.
Yeah.
It's the driver that will say thank you. But you see, be serious now. When we are not grateful for something little God has given unto us or humanity, then don't expect something big. So no matter how small what you have, you must be appreciative of it. Then whoever gives you will believe that, oh, you need more. Okay. So when you have something small, when God shows you his finger and you say thank you, then he will give you something big. So it should be part and parcel of our life, our daily life. It should not be like what we're doing today once in a year. Okay. It shouldn't be when your wife is celebrating her birthday or your husband is celebrating his birthday. That's when you are going to say, I love you or thank you. No, it should be an everyday event.
Mm,
Okay. And honestly, what you don't have, you can't give.
that's
So
right.
if we don't know how to be appreciative, I don't know how we are going to teach our children.
Mm,
So we should learn how to be appreciative of small things. Most importantly, when we wake up in the morning, like I said in the beginning, we should say thank you, Lord, because of a new day. Not everybody that slept yesterday is able to wake up today.
mm,
Is it your right? No. Is it because you are rich? No. Is it because you are beautiful or handsome? No.
mm.
It's just by the special grace of God. So we must cultivate that habit of say thank you. And once you begin from that aspect, all other things will follow. So what I'm saying in essence is it should be our daily lifestyle to be appreciative.
I agree.
Mm.
I agree. I love the word Ubuntu. I am because you are. And when you spoke about the bus driver saying thank you, that was what came in my heart. Because the bus driver here understand the fact that if you don't ride this bus and the bus runs empty daily, the government will shut it down. Then I have no job. So you are because I am. If you ride my bus, then I keep my job as the bus driver. So that bus driver understands the fact that I am not the boss here. You are riding in my bus. That's what is keeping my bus alive. And also, the passenger understands the fact that if this guy quits this job and nobody trains as a bus driver, there will be no transportation for me except I go buy a car. And I don't have money to buy a car. So I'm grateful that this guy took the training to be able to drive this bus. So the passenger is grateful that he has a bus driver that is driving the bus. And together, they are also thankful that the government thought of people like me that could not afford a car. I would need some sort of transportation to go to wherever I'm going. They introduce the public transportation, and then the list go on. You thank also the company that thought about the idea to even build the bus, because somebody build a car that takes two people. These people come on and say, hey, how come we don't extend it to take more people to go to work? So now we can take 100 people in the bus. And then somebody say, well, if you're building 100 people in the bus, I'm going to put a radio inside that bus so that they can hear the news while they're traveling. And then somebody else comes up and say, you know what? Why don't we paint this bus the color that is going to be attractive? So the list goes on to be thankful, like an ecosystem of something. But we miss it. A lot of people miss it, where they feel that it is my right to ride that bus that you are driving. So you need to be good to me. I think that's where we miss it. When we begin to behave as from an ownership perspective, from a right perspective. I am right. It's my right. I earn it. I pay taxes. Well, your taxes is not going to produce a driver. Tax don't drive. Humans drive, and someone that is willing to drive. So I think if we begin to understand it from that perspective, where we know that without you, I wouldn't be. I think the attitude of gratitude will be so easy and so true. I may be wrong, but just my opinion.
No, it's just to piggyback on what you just
You're
said,
right
Queen.
on the spot.
Yeah. Just to piggyback on
Go
what you
ahead,
just said,
Chris.
Queen, is the song that Michael Jackson sang a few years ago. That he's looking at the man in the mirror,
Mm,
asking him to change his ways. And I think that's where we should start. When we are asking for change, we need to be the first to change. And once we can change, then people around us, wouldn't have to ask them to change because we lead in by example. And that's the critical piece. So even in saying thanks for what we have in here right now, we need to be saying thank you first. And then, if somebody else doesn't say it, doesn't mean that they have to. Just us being thankful is enough. And that will go a long way. And people will see that and emulate that from what we do on a day-to-day basis. Because living a thankful life, it's not just saying it, but being grateful for where we are, who we are. Because look, right now, we're sitting here speaking, but we can see, we can hear, we can touch. We have so much around us that we take for granted. We're breathing in the air every second. We're taking that for granted, but that's something that if we don't have that, we're not here.
mm,
So these are just the basic things. And that's why, if you go back to the Bible, when he said, don't worry about the things that, what you eat or what you drink or, what you wear. Don't worry about these things. These things are taken care of. It will be granted to you on a day-to-day basis.
mm.
And that's why he said that we should seek first the kingdom. So that's really and truly the whole purpose at the end of the day, making sure that we are first of all thankful for what we have with us on a day-to-day basis, and the rest will take care of itself.
Awesome. Hey, Marissa just joined us. Hi, Marissa. Welcome to the Queen Amina Show. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm thankful to be here and happy Thanksgiving to my
Welcome.
family.
Thank you so much. Tell us, what are you thankful for today?
I am so thankful for all of my work and my projects that I have going forth right now. This is what's keeping me going. Um, I'm thankful to have the technology that we have and the licenses and the ability to bring it to Canada. We're bringing Parapod to Canada. It is a Canadian invention, However, we've set up manufacturing in California, and we're looking to start shipping soon. Our first pilot project is to Tanzania, as Miriam knows and is very excited for. And we'll bring it to Windsor for Weta Fest for next year to showcase, so everyone can see our green energy technology, so that we can bring food and water security. This is my favorite.
Thank you so much. It's actually quite interesting that you guys are embarking on that journey, and we're looking forward to receiving, that in Windsor, Ontario. Hey, I want to bring you guys' attention to something. You see, a faithful servant is a faithful servant. Look at the shirt Marissa is wearing. She's wearing with a festival shirt.
Yes, of course.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
I am so happy to be part of this family. I consider this to be a family here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen watching us from everywhere, I promise we're going to be just 30 minutes. We've gone past 30 minutes. I'm just going to take final thoughts. And also, we have a brand new celebration that is coming up very soon. I would let Mr. OJ tell us, if you're in the Windsor area, you must be at the Tecumseh Mall. So let him tell us about it. Marissa, you should come. And also, Miriam has an exciting thing coming up also, the Swahili Festival. Let's take that, and then we would round up for the day. So please go ahead, Mr. OJ.
Yeah, thank you very much. Uh, when we pick it from where we started, that is always good to speak positively. So I want to relate with what happened to our business, African Empire. African Empire is one-stop shop for African wares, artworks, jewelries, and accessories that can be traced back to Africa. And we are located presently at Tecumseh Mall. Now, when we opened during the COVID period, we went to the bank and we opened the business account. And I told the bank manager, that was at Devonshire Mall, the branch of TD Bank. I told the bank manager, I said, we're going to be here. I'm talking of having a store. That's talking positively. I said, we are going to come back, we are going to be here. So along the line, after the COVID, we went out for one exhibition or the other, and people were asking, where is your store? So we went back home and we said, it's time to have a store. And lo and behold, we have a store at the Von Mall. Having spoken something positive, God has made it to happen. So I went back to the manager. I said, it has happened. Remember what I said? He was so, happy. So saying positive things and taking steps towards it, you can be very sure it's going to happen. So we stay like a year plus at the Von Mall, and God has blessed the business. We need a bigger space. So we have to relocate to Tecumseh Mall. So presently we are at Tecumseh Mall, 3 times bigger than the former store. So many good stores have been added. So we're going to have a grand finale, or what I can call grand opening, come November 4th, the first Saturday in November. So everybody, you are invited and we are ready to welcome you. Thank you very much.
What time will that be?
That will be Saturday, November 4th, and the time will be 4 a.m. Oh, sorry, 11 a.m. I'm very sorry. 11 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
That's when we are going to cut the tape.
I'm going to put the address for those watching and want to participate at this grand opening. I personally has bought some very beautiful things from there. Actually, one was so beautiful that I paid for it and I left it on the shelf for display. I didn't take it home because it's so beautiful. I want everybody to have a piece of it because he sells very unique things, and you buy one, you may not find it again. So I just said let's leave it there so some other people can have similar thing. I would put the address and the link to how you would go to the site and the date and time on the address bar below or the comment section. So if you have any question, by all means, DM me and I will tell you more about Afri Empire. Miriam, please tell us about the Swahili event coming up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, I couldn't see the screen, so I thought I lost you. All right. First of all, I appreciate to be in this show. We have the excitement and like the heartwarming season of Thanksgiving in Toronto, right? So now we want you to come and join us on Toronto International Swahili Festival. Organizers are thrilled to extend an invitation like around the world, right? So it is a whole day from 10 a.m. in the morning until 8 at night. The warm excitement, impact of vibrant of journey, for you being in Canada. So you are bringing your African descent. So we are bringing you the East African descent, the Swahili word. Everybody knows about Hakuna Matata, right?
Hakuna
No
Matata.
problemo, no hala, right? The Lion King, they say Hakuna Matata. Even Michael Jackson singing, Savari, Party, Karamu. Those words are Swahili. Karamu means party. So a lot of musicians, they manage to manifest the Swahili language into their music, into their clothing, into their food. So come and join us and see it. It will be on October 28th. Put in your calendar, and it will be address I'm going to give you right now is 237 Sackville Street, Toronto, Ontario, right at major intersection Parliament and Dundas, near the Regent Park. A lot of people know about Regent Park, Eaton Center, downtown near the City TV. So all the media are welcome. This is phenomenal to join us because we're supposed to do in the park, but because it's getting cold, we decide to do inside the big hall where everybody, and it is free. Everybody is welcome. Go register yourself for an event because when we reach the maximum, then we are having problems. So please join us. People that'll come in and out. So it doesn't matter what time you're coming, you're welcome. And we'll have food, clothing, music, a lot of excitement, traditional. So today, I'm just showing you a little tip of the pie. I've been taught how to close this. So they will teach people how to take your kanga and wrap it around your clothing, and you can make like a shirt and everything. So please come and join us, to live that alive, the color and energy and joy and food, because everybody loves food, right? So we'll have that taste from Zanzibar, Kenya, Uganda, Congo, Rwanda, every East Africa speaking Swahili. They will be there with us to celebrate with you. So please join us at Cis Cyril Method Hall in Toronto.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miriam. Chris, can you invite people and what should they be looking forward to for our next WIDA festival?
Oh, come for next year. Wheater Festival is going to be amazing. We have already selected dates for the festival. So next year, the week end of the 11th, 9th, 10th, and 11th of August next year will be Wheater Fest. Come out and see every aspect of a diasporic culture that will be there. We have all the organizations that's going to be part of us, and we have invited a number of major bands from the largest festival in Canada to come to Windsor, who've agreed to come and participate with us. So we will have fun in Windsor next year. Come enjoy yourself. It's food, fun, but more the culture of the Africans. Come out and have fun with us next year. We'll be giving you a lot more as we get closer.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And thanks everyone that came to watch with us and, comment. Your comments were very, very interesting and helpful. We love you always. Make sure you subscribe, share the video. It's not just what the video is live today, is the long life of this particular video on the Queen Amina show. So please share. Somebody might listen to it and be encouraged. So don't hesitate to share. Subscribe to the channel. You're keeping us alive. And a brand new Mama Oracle is coming back. Yes, we are
Woo-hoo.
coming back. Mama Oracle
I
is
love
coming back live. So
That would be great.
don't go anywhere. You guys just hang in there. We
and
are coming back.
And I want to say that if nobody watched the Mama Oracle, you better go and watch it. And then you'll understand why we are so excited to hear that it's coming back.
Yes.
And Queen, I just want to add one quick for the vendors. Vendors are welcome. You know, we're giving a table for free. You know, vendors are welcome to come and showcase the East African, clothings, craft. And if anybody know somebody who does poetry, we just want to expand our people and their talent. You know, even you see us opulence, we're going to be there too.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining the Queen Amina show today. Again, like I said, we will be live once every week, Saturdays at 2 p.m. from after this weekend. So yes, we're doing it on a Thanksgiving today, but we'll be live 2 p.m. every Saturday, and we'll be bringing small businesses, promoting, them on our live show like this, and also promoting goodness. We don't bring any ill message on the Queen Amina show. It's only good news. So keep your finger on that button. Until then, have a wonderful Thanksgiving life, daily Thanksgiving life. Thanks once
Thank
again,
you.
and God bless you.
God bless